How's it going, guys? Marshall with Hiner Outdoor Living, and today we are planting on a job, and I want to do a quick how-to Hiner does their plant installs. Right here we have a 1 gallon Shasta daisy. We're going to make sure that we excavate it around the pot. We want the hole about 2 to 3 times the size of the plant itself. This enables us to get in some good planters mix dirt around, which will mix a little bit of the native soil in there as well, but get some of this good planters mix on the bottom and top dress it on the top, where we got some of the mixture of mainly good soil, but also some of that existing soil in the middle of it. So let's go ahead, get this plant dug in and dripped up and ready for success. So first, we got some existing mulch here. We're gonna clear enough area so we don't have to do any double work. So we definitely are working with a little clay soil. Makes it even more important to over excavate this hole a little bit so it's getting some good soil. As you can see, we got this hole about 2 to 3 times the size of this plant. I'm gonna do just a little bit more on the edges, dig it down just a touch more for some good soil. Gonna grab some planters mix, get it at the bottom. Really let those roots in that bottom of the plant have some good nutrients to help grow. Squeeze the edges of the plant. Always like to save the tags for the homeowners so that way they know what they have. So when we go through all these plants, we pull one aside to leave it with the homeowner so they know what they have. Pop this out. You can see right here, it's a little root bound, not bad, but we want to loosen that up just a touch. Put that in the ground. As you can see right here, it's a little bit too low. We want this top of that soil to be slightly above or a little bit level to the ground soil. So I'm going to mix in just a little bit more dirt in here. So there it is, perfect level. Gonna add some planters mix around. Mix it in with some of that native soil. And top dress it with our good planters mix. One thing we also like to do is leave a little indentation so that way when the water gets in here, it is able to stick around here and not just go through the sides. And right here, we have our drip system. We're gonna go ahead and get this connected to this plant. So there are different size emitters. This goes into the drip line itself. This one is a 2 gallon. We're gonna put the 2 gallon on the 1 gallon pot to help get this watered. Obviously with shrubs or grasses, you put more emitters on depending on the plant and the species. Here's the spaghetti line. So we'll connect this into the drip line. So we measure it out, get a good length, get this cut. One thing that is very important when you put this drip onto the plant is you want to make sure that it is above ground. So that way, so right now this ground is sloping down towards you guys. I want to make sure to put this emitter and the water drip on the backside here, so that way when the water drips, it goes downhill and covers the whole plant, not in the front where that water is going to go downhill and just waste a bunch of water, not actually watering the plant that we want. Okay, so we got the emitter and the drip, got the spaghetti ran the right length. Here is our stake. We first put this through the tube, and then you grab your bud cap, This name is pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't allow any creatures to go in there clogging this tube over time. You slip that at the end of the spaghetti. What's really nice is these stakes slide forward and it snaps into place. So that way it's real tight, it doesn't fall off over time with any movement. And again, putting it on the back side of this plant, going downhill, put it in there. Get this dirt a little graded out, creating that nice little swale, and finish it up with covering it with a little mulch. So with plants, we always have a good rule of thumb. First year, they sleep. Second year, they creep. Third year, they leap. We want to make sure that when we do our planting design, we're not just thinking about how they look now, but in maturity of the plants in 3 to 5 years. So you don't want to make it too dense to where it's overgrowing over time. And at the same time, you don't want to make it too sparse to make it feel empty as well. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you learned something and follow along for more things like this.